as we'll get your lineups to you in just a moment. We'll give you the heads up on that. Just jumping in here. It's the start of the first inning here. We're trying to get this through. Again, the afternoons in Florida, as we know, can be challenging. And right off the bat, the Banditos lose the first batter, number 34, Schoolcraft. Schoolcraft is the leadoff hitter. And a coach having a quick conversation with him down the line. So Lamont will step in. He's the two hitter for the club. As Lamont steps in, Schoolcraft at first. Ball outside. Strike call. Your head umpire today, Anderson Oropeza. Oropeza handling things behind the plate. And a ball swung on, fouled off, straight back by Lamont. So Mora handling the pitching responsibilities here in the championship matchup. Either team here can take the title in this game. We'll play one game only as the Banditos got even. Got some parents helping us out here with a little bit of the lockdown for our tents. We appreciate their support and help, just trying to keep things secure. We're expecting some rain to come through. And again, the rain will be first, or the wind I should say, and then the rain will come through. We're just trying to get things cleared out. It's difficult when you've got electronics here. But we're working with the best we can right now. Mora from the stretch, throws back to one. Early lays the tag on. And Schoolcraft gets back in time. Lamont back in the box. Mora throws one in the outer part of the plate up high in the zone. The count is 3-1. Correction, 2-2, says our head umpire Oropeza. So a 2-2 count. As we're starting to lock in some of the technical information that we need to, we appreciate your patience. In the meantime, we can do it old school. You can follow the audio. So Lamont takes a cut, fouls it straight back. And Mora stays locked here with Lamont at a 2-2 count. Schoolcraft at one, pitch on the way. Ball's fouled straight back. We'll play 6 innings. Barring any unusual weather, let's hope for the best here, that we can get this thing through. Lamont ready to go. Mora ready to deal. Schoolcraft at one. Throw back to first. Early lays the tag on. Our first base umpire says no, he's back in time. So Sobrell steps in. The ball's hit to center field. Center fielder backing up and makes the grab. So like that, they go 1, 2, 3 in the first. And we'll head to the bottom half. Well, once again, we welcome you this afternoon. It's been an interesting day here. And the double elimination format, the Banditos handily won the first game. And now we're into the second game here. We apologize, having a little bit of difficulty with some of the technical equipment here. Got a production group and just some of the heat and some things are causing some issues for us here, but we'll just do it old school. You can just visualize for us and certainly hear this on the audio portion of it. We'll do the best we can to give you the storyline as it unfolds. So the City Pirates will take the defensive side. The Banditos will be the bottom half here throughout this final championship matchup, the 10U championships here. Again, the PGI Invitational. The best 10U teams in the country participating this entire week, as well as 11U. We finished that one off, and the Elite RBI Club ended up getting the title there. So we'll get the offensive side. City Pirates. Blackwell will handle the pitching responsibilities. In the 2 spot, Lamont will be the catcher. He's getting geared up. Playing first base, Juarez. Peck will be at second base. Moving over to third will be Sweeney on the third base side. Gonzalez will stay at shortstop. Solid player there, doing a fine job. Moving into the outfield, Donati Gianni will be out there in the left field spot. And going out to center field, Schoolcraft will handle responsibilities straight up. And rounding things out, Tanabe on the right side in right field. Those are your lineups for the City Pirates. On the offensive side, the Banditos Club. Waddell will start things off. They'll go 1, 2, 3. So we are ready to get things rolling here. Blackwell will get it started. And again, our sincere apologies dealing with some of the technical challenges that we've had here with some of the equipment and the heat and such. Being in Florida this time of year can be a little tricky, but nonetheless, we welcome you here. We'll be on the audio portion. We'll tell the story the best we can. So stay with us, folks. We appreciate it. Championship matchup here in the PGI National Championships. So Waddell steps in to get things started. Blackwell, the left-handed pitcher for the Pirates. We're ready to go. The bottom half of the first inning, no score. Ball's hit to the second baseman, a good glove there, and an easy out there. So quick one for the City Pirates. Anderson Oropeza, the umpire of record behind the plate. He's working with his crew today. They're shifting things around. Down on the first base side, Tony Hernandez. Second base, Jay McGee. Down the third base line, Nixon Quintero. Stepping in. So Tarjak looks at a ball. Pitch on the way. Ball's hit just to the shortstop side, and a good grab there by Gonzalez. So the ball was held up a little bit, kind of on the low part of the barrel. So Tarjak flies out to the shortstop, Gonzalez. 2 outs on the books. Blackwell just missing there in the zone. Early the 3-hitter, having some good success at the plate here in his last innings. Good-sized young man here. Tries to get a hold of something. The wind's blowing directly in from center field. As Blackwell gets behind in the count at 2-0. Pitch on the way. And a strike up the middle call. So a 2-1 count. Early ready to go. And a ball just missing on the outside part of the plate. The count is 3-1. Once again, I'd like to thank Rob working with me here today, working on the computer, keeping things moving along on the score. Pitch on the way. Ball's hit one hopper. Gonzalez with a good throw across. And the out is recorded. So early with good speed down the first base line. Gets thrown out by Gonzalez on a well-played ball. So the Banditos will get back on the offensive side of the game. And City Pirates, they struggled a little bit in the last game just trying to get some runs across. They didn't get anything going until the 6th. But by then the Banditos had put enough up to lock things down to force the playoff game here. So things can turn around quickly. Mora stays on the bump for the Banditos, the right-handed pitcher doing a fine job getting things started. Tarjak fires down to second base. We should be ready to get things started here. As here comes the rain, we're feeling that on us now. So our production crew will immediately go into prepping, which we've done already. And now, unfortunately, we're in a position here where we're going to have to start backing off. We'll stay with you guys, folks, just as long as we can. And we're going to start to get some coverage going on some of our equipment, so we apologize here. And a ball hit to center field. A well-hit ball. So Juarez, the 4-hitter, gets on with a single. So Sweeney steps in, the 5-hitter. And a ball swung on, fouled off to the left side. So Sweeney, shortstop side. They go that way. They get one all the way across. Safe at first. So they get the out at second base. A good play on the shortstop side for the Banditos. So Waddell makes a good defensive play. They're not able to get it across, though, in time to get the 2 outs. They've got one. Ball's hit to left field. A good grab there. A long throw back to home. They tie it up, and they get the out. So like that on the line drive shot to left field, the left fielder makes the grab, throws it back to first. The runner was on the move, and he gets tied up, and the out recorded, which will turn the side over, and the Banditos will get back on offense. So a spoiler from left field and a great throw all the way back to first base. Gets the advancing runner tied up on a line drive shot to left field, which is a well-caught ball, thrown across, and the out recorded. He could not get back in time. He was more than halfway to second base. So Blackwell heads back out to the bump. He'll take some warm-up tosses, and we'll be ready to go here. As we head to the top of the second inning. Correction, bottom of the second inning. And McBride steps in, looks at strike one. And a ball on the outside, so Blackwell finding the outer part of the plate as the four-hitter McBride looks at an 0-2 count. Time is called. Oropeza grants it to him, our head umpire this afternoon, working with his crew. It's a four-man umpiring crew here for the championship matchup as Blackwell gets his call. Ready to deal, pitch on the way. And a good cut there, swing and a miss. So Blackwell records the strikeout, and they get the first out here in the bottom of the second inning. No score, championship matchup, the 10U PGI Invitational Championships. The Banditos forced a playoff game here. The winner of this one is crowned the champion. So Hurtado in the box. And a strike call. Hurtado back in. Blackwell working ahead in the count at 0-1. And a foul tip there right in the glove. So Lamont handles that one. Pitch on the way. Second baseman charging. A good glove there. A throw across is in time. So like that, they go 1-2. Now 2 outs. The batter Reese Polk steps in. Reese ready to go. Blackwell gets his call, shakes off one, pitch on the way. And a foul tip right into the glove of Lamont. And Blackwell for the City Pirates working with 2 outs ahead in the count at 0-1. Strike call on the outside part of the plate. Oropeza had to give it a thought for just a second, but he called the strike. And Blackwell ahead at an 0-2 count. Strike 3 call, drop 3, they'll clear the lane, and he tags him out. So City Pirates, and like that, Blackwell dealing, and they'll get back on the offensive side with no score. We'll go to the top of the third inning. And again, if you're just joining us, we welcome you this afternoon. The 10U Championships is part of the Perfect Game Invitational, the PGI National Championship Tournament. Final 2 teams standing in the 10U division. Banditos 10U De Leon going against the City Pirates out of Southern California versus Texas. Double elimination format. The Banditos were able to force this championship game here. And tight action is unveiling here this afternoon. We appreciate you joining us. We're having some technical challenges, and our director will try to work through those issues, certainly with heat and different conditions that are surrounding us here in Florida. So Morrow stays on the hill for the Banditos. He'll take a couple additional warm-up tosses. We should be ready to roll. Throw down to second base. Oropeza will set the deck, and we should be ready to play ball. So a lot of energy out here with families on both sides. And once again, a great shout out to all the parents. Thank you for all their efforts and support here throughout this long week and throughout their kids' baseball career. A lot of parents traveling long distances around the country to play these events, and sometimes the parents are forgotten, but again, not here. Thank you, parents, for what you do, making it possible for these young athletes to compete in perfect game events. So a 2-0 count, top of 3, no score. Quentin Blackwell, the pitcher of record, looks at a 3-0 count. So Blackwell steps back in. Righty versus lefty. Blackwell in the box, ready to go. Morrow to deal. Pitch on the way. Strike on the outside. So Blackwell taking all the way there. Obviously in that situation, no need to pull the trigger, forcing Morrow to throw a strike. Hitters count. Ball 4. So Blackwell gets on, and Morrow loses him there. So they're going to run for the pitcher. The head coach down on the third base side make a substitution run for pitcher. So Pooley running for the pitcher, Gianni Donati, in the box. Ball's hit to the right side. Center fielder moving to his left. And a good grab and a long throw back. And Pooley stays put in that case. He's not going anywhere. So Smith steps in, the 9-hitter. Ball to the second base side. A toss to 2, they get that. Throw across the deck is in time. So they turn the double. And again, the defense is very prevalent here as the Banditos continue to show some solid defensive plays, and the City Pirates, right when you think they've got it going, they get jammed into a double play. So a big league play for some young athletes demonstrating their capabilities here, and the Banditos turn it over. We'll head to the bottom half. As Blackwell stays on the hill for the City Pirates. The batter, Cade Chapman, will step in. They'll go 8, 9, 10, and back to 1. So Chapman, I'm sorry, they'll go 7, 8, 9 here. So again, a breeze continuing to flow in here straight from center field. I don't want to talk about it, but the skies certainly look a little bit ominous at this point in time. As Rob next to me from Perfect Game. Thank you, Rob, for all the help you're giving us here, working with us this afternoon on the scoring and keeping things moving as the ball's thrown down to second base to Gonzalez. So Lamont fires down there, and at this point in time, we're going to count our blessings. We're ready to go. So Chapman will step in here. As I mentioned, 7, 8, 9 in the bottom of the third inning with no score. Blackwell so far pitching a gem for his club. Pitch on the way. Bunt laid down the third base side. A good charge, one-handed grab, and the out's recorded. So Chapman, aggressive running down the line. And a good bunt up the third base side, but the third baseman on the City Pirates squad able to make the good defensive play, and like that, they get the out recorded. So Sweeney handles that for the first out for Blackwell. Salinas steps in. The ball is up on the outer part of the zone. The count is 1-0. Sweeney came into the last game and has been having some good success at the plate as Blackwell runs in the lower part of the zone. Sweeney got a couple of knocks and a few RBIs out of his last at bats. Salinas, I said today, I beg my pardon, as Salinas looks at a strike on the outside. Two-one count, says Oropeza. Blackwell to deal. And a big cut there for Salinas. The count is 2-2 with one out here in the bottom of the third inning with no score. Chop ball right back to the pitcher. Blackwell will handle it, and they get their second out recorded. So Salinas with a chopper right back to Blackwell. Throws it across to first base, and they get their second out here in the bottom of the third. Braden Worthen steps in. Worthen, the left-handed hitter, will be facing the lefty Blackwell, lefty on lefty backup. And a good bunt down the third base side. Sweeney with the play, makes the grab, and the out's recorded. So like that, the defense continues to roll on. We're seeing outstanding defensive plays on both sides of the field here. So the City Pirates and the Banditos continue to show their defensive prowess. And as De Leon trying to check on something here, some sort of ruling, not sure what it is. De Leon looking for a call, perhaps at first base, an appeal there, but Oropeza says no, nothing there. The call will stand down the first base side, and that'll hold. Tony Hernandez makes the call, and that stays where it is. They turn the side over. Well, once again, we welcome you. The 2022 PGI Invitational, the national championships here. A great matchup so far. Double elimination format. This is the first of our double elimination championship games. We went the 10U and the 11U. The 11U going undefeated all the way through was the Elite RBI group. They ended up having a undefeated record going all the way